What's up guys, here I have a review of the Apple Watch after 1 month of usage. Just in case you guys didn't know, there are 3 versions of the Apple Watch. We have the Apple Watch going from $550 to $1,100, Apple Watch Sport going from $350 to $400, and the Apple Watch Edition going from $10,000 to $17,000. I know this may sound like a lot of money, but I mean, the prices of the Apple Watch vary depending on what type of band you choose and the size you choose for the Apple Watch, so it can best fit you and, you know, best fit you with your taste and the way you like it, just so it's personalized just for you. There are 2 sizes of the Apple Watch. We have the 38mm and the 42mm. There's not really a difference in like in numbers, but in reality there's a huge difference, because I mean, a 38mm might be too small for you, 42mm might be too big for you, so I mean there's 2 sizes, so it could just fit you right. Going into the design of the Apple Watch, I think that, you know, Apple and Apple's design team has done an amazing job designing the Apple Watch. I mean, I just love the design. This model right here, just for the record, is a Apple Watch Sport Space Gray 38mm, and I mean, it comes with Ion X glass, which is like different from the other ones because the other ones do come with sapphire. So I mean, it's just beautiful. I do have a screen protector on mine, so, you know, just in case, like, if you guys see like little things like scratches on it, just realize it is just the screen protector. So I just put it on so I can protect it. And anyway, going back into the design, I mean, they've done an amazing job and I love it. I've so far gotten a lot of attention just wearing the Apple Watch in like public and stuff, because I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone knows just by the design, I mean, if it's an Apple Watch or not. I mean, they've just made it amazing and it's just beautiful and I love it. The Apple Watch does have a lot of features into it, and I'm about to show you a lot of those features right now. So swiping down, we do have notifications. Right now I have no notifications, and normally what you could do in the notifications, you could slide to the side to delete that notification, or what you could do is use force touch and delete and clear your entire notifications. Swiping up will bring you into glances, and you can set it up on the Apple Watch app, whatever you want there to be on the Apple Watch. So yeah, so over here in glances we have different things. We have like little control menu, so you could put it into airplane mode, do not disturb, and silent. Over here we do have what appears to be a phone, and it looks like there's like maybe vibration stuff coming up. What this actually is, so let's say you lose your phone, what you do is you actually press that button like that, and it'll ping your phone so that you can find it if it's lost. We have the battery. Over here we have power reserve. Now what power reserve will do is, let's say you forgot to charge your Apple Watch and you're like running low on battery. What you can do is you can click power reserve, and what that will do is it's going to tell you right there. All it's basically going to do is just going to show you the time, and it's not going to show you anything else but the time, so that like your battery could be basically safe. So let's say you want to use it for later on, you can do that, put power reserve and use it for later on, and you'll still have the same amount of battery left. You can check your heart rate. There's a heart rate sensor on the back, which is basically those green lights right there, and what it does is just like using infrared lights, it reads your blood BPM, and that's basically that. Here's your exercise and, you know, like move goals, because Apple Watch does, it's like Apple has designed Apple Watch to not only show you the time, but also it's used as a good fitness device. We have the musics right here, calendars, events, weather, and stuff like that. And once again, you can program this just the way you want. Clicking on the one of the glances will bring you up to the full page. So let's say maps, or let's just go exercise. I click on the exercise and it'll bring you up to the full map, and you can view everything just from there. Calories, minutes of activities, and hours stood, and stuff like that. And then we have these buttons right here. Here's the digital crown, a button right here, which is more tactile button. Each of these have different features. One thing you cannot do with these buttons is like program them so that they could do more features. It just comes the way it is. So if I click this once, it'll open me to the main page, which is basically all your apps everywhere here. So we have music, stuff, and there's downloadable apps by third-party developers and stuff like that. Here, like Starbucks and stuff like that, and you can just pick your apps from there. When you press this twice, it will bring you up to the last app that you were using. If you hold the digital crown, it will bring you up to Siri. This button right here, if you click it once, will bring you up to your friends list and all the people in your friends or favorites list and stuff like that. Clicking it twice will bring you up to Apple Pay, and in this case I do not have any cards on here or anything like that, so that's why there's like no cards and I cannot give you a demonstration of that. Holding on the side button right here will bring you up to the power off button or the power reserve. Once again, power reserve is for you saving your battery, and then power off is just shutting your entire device down. Let's see, also there's different features on here that will like help you, like let's say right here, the watch face, just the watch face itself, there is something called force touch, where if you force touch on the display, it will bring you up to a screen where you can customize whatever your watch face, so you can have it just the way you want. So let's say right here I don't want let's say I want to choose what I want to be on the middle thing. I just use the digital crown to swipe up, and it'll tell you what you want and what you don't want, and you can choose just from there. So let's say I want no alarms, I'll just leave it like that, and look, I have no alarms. Also, using force touch will bring you up to other watch faces that you can choose from, like modular, motion, color, solar, and other stuff like that, Mickey, and all this stuff is it's just so you can have your Apple Watch just the way you want. That's why they call it the most personal device yet. You wear it on your wrist and you have it just the way you want, customize it, do whatever you want with it, and it's yours. That's it. Going out to the apps, we have like different apps. Like over here we have Passbook right here. You could put like all your things. Like right here I have my Starbucks thing, so that I could go to Starbucks and pay. And this does have NFC, so if you have a card on here, what you can do is just hold it up to the terminal and just pay for your things right there. Right here, back to the face, let's say, so you have all these things, your customizable things. What you can do is you can press it from anywhere and it'll bring you up to the full app. Click the digital crown and bring you up to your watch face. So I mean, just like that. We have the activities app right here. So Apple, this is an app that Apple put in here, so it's not really, you can't download it. So what you do is, like, let's say I was doing outdoor running and stuff, and I want to start outdoor running. I could just put how many calories I want to burn. So let's say you're running a marathon and something like that. Just put how many calories you're expecting to burn and stuff, and then let's say you go start. See, it's starting. Ready, 3, 2, 1, and then it starts. And then right here we have the timer going on, what time it is, and then swiping, you can see your pace per mile, so miles per hour and stuff like that. And what you do to stop it is just stop it from there. You can make phone calls and put timers on here. The phone calls, it's really good. I say, like, let's say I want to call someone, I just go to my recents or contacts and stuff. You can check your voicemail. You can definitely check your email and stuff from right here. And I mean, it does take time just to load it up and stuff like that, but I mean, that's mostly for third-party apps. So let's say the apps, when you get them, get the Apple Watch, the original apps, it doesn't really take that much time to load. For third-party apps, so let's say I want to go, let's say news, it's gonna take time. Look, see how it's taking time. So what it does is to get the information from your phone, and it just loads them onto here. But if you go to one of Apple's apps, so let's say I'm gonna go to, let's say, pictures, it automatically doesn't take that long, and it just loads them up for you. I'm gonna point out that the pictures here are actually pretty clear, I gotta say. So I mean, the pictures are pretty clear here. This one's a bit dark and all. You can zoom into pictures, which I think is amazing. You can zoom in and stuff like that. We do have maps. You could get directions right from your wrist. The map does take a little bit of time because it's a map, of course. You can see like where you are, your location and everything, Phoenix and stuff. And I've used it so many times to get directions because I don't want to look at my phone. So I just look at my wrist, and right there is what I need. So that's that about the Apple Watch and stuff. Let's see. I don't know, recommendations. I would definitely recommend getting the Apple Watch. If you think that you're gonna need it, and if you're actually gonna use it, then it's definitely worth buying it. I wouldn't really necessarily go with the more expensive models, just because basically everything's the same. Everything about the Apple Watch with the other ones is the same software, same everything. The only difference between the other Apple Watches is that it's the material you use. This one's used aluminum, 7000 series aluminum. The other one is stainless steel, and the other one's solid gold. So there you get the idea of why it costs more. It's just the material, software, and everything's the same. I know a lot of you guys are saying that you guys don't want to buy this Apple Watch because it's a first generation Apple Watch, and next year there's going to be a new Apple Watch. And I just want to say, I don't know if there's going to be a new Apple Watch next year. I mean, putting a price this high for an Apple Watch that's first generation, I'm pretty sure Apple will know that it's a first generation product, and I don't know why they'll put it that high. So I don't think there's going to be a second generation Apple Watch until sometime. It's definitely not going to be next year, in my opinion, just because of how much the Apple Watch cost. I think it's going to be a while until another Apple Watch second generation will come out, maybe in 2 years or something. But that's my thinking, because I mean, think about it. Why would Apple put the Apple Watch so high, and it's just the first generation? And making a solid gold Apple Watch for first generation product, that's like almost going too far. And because if you're gonna make a second generation, why even try to do that? So that's my thinking. I don't know, I think you guys should get the Apple Watch. I mean, sure, it costs a lot of money and stuff, but in different ways it's pretty useful. I mean, there's different smartwatches out there costing like $150, and it's black and white, and you know, it doesn't really do much except give notifications. And Apple, you know, smartwatches are made to give notifications, and Apple definitely does that. Almost every notification, you get it on your wrist. You could program your Apple Watch to receive certain notifications, and then certain notifications go to your phone instead. Now, the Apple Watch does require you to have iPhone 5 and higher, and I'm pretty sure that's not going to be a problem unless some of you guys have the iPhone 4 and 4S still. And that's basically it. You just need to, that's just, I don't know, I'm almost speechless. And I don't know, I think the Apple Watch is worth it. There's the Apple Watch Sport, definitely is worth it. I don't know about the higher end models, but I mean, everything about the Apple Watch is all about your taste and everything like that. So I mean, hopefully you guys like the Apple Watch you get. I know there's maybe the ones that you want to get are too expensive, and you have to pay for an expensive one, so you'd rather get a cheap one. But I mean, this definitely fits my style and stuff. It has like easy ways to remove the band, so if you want to get like the sports model, people are not realizing this. They're just going ahead and buying a certain model, when what they can do is actually buy one of the cheaper end models and replace the bands. Because over here, it's all you have to do is press this button right here, and then your watch band should slide out, just like it is right here, sliding out, right? See? And you can always go on Apple's website and buy a new band that you like and you want. So let's say my Apple Watch band, you know, it's getting all messed up and old. I could just buy a new Apple Watch band from there and have a refreshing one. And the bands are pretty expensive, I gotta say. Like this one right here, the silicone one, or the bendy one. I don't know what you guys call it. I'm gonna call it the silicone one. This one costs like $49, this band in particular. And the other ones, like the link bracelets, go from like $100 and up and stuff. But I mean, yeah, I would definitely recommend the Apple Watch. I would say start getting the low-end models, and then go up with the band and change it up the way you want it. So yeah, that's basically it for this review. Please subscribe to my channel, give a thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe to my channel for future videos and better videos. I am gonna say I'm gonna be on YouTube, and you know, putting up more videos online, since I'm going into summer breaks, only less than 5 days away from summer breaks, and I'm extremely excited. More videos will definitely go up, and they're hopefully gonna be very exciting for you. So subscribe to my channel and prepare for those videos. Thanks once again, and this was the Apple Watch review.